You wake before dawn on the Pannonian plain, with wet wool and horse sweat already in the air. Felt presses low above your face. Frost clings to the wagon wheel outside. You are a Hun warrior under Attila, and before anyone calls, your hand is already searching for your bow case. Cedar smoke leaks through the flap from the embers banked outside the tent. Round felt yurts crouch in the half-light, beside wagons ringed with rawhide shields. A tethered mare stamps and tosses her mane. Children sleep near axle hubs. Old women are already bending over kettles. You hear the dawn drum from the center of camp. It is not loud, only certain. Horses answer before men do, snorting into the pale air. Across the grass stand the taller tents of chieftains, spear shafts dark against the sky. Every path between fires is churned with hoofprints. The cold of pre-dawn wind bites through your fur-edged coat as you step from the tent and fasten your belt. Dew darkens the grass around your boots. Nearby, a captured Roman cauldron hangs over coals, blackened from travel. No one speaks much. Mourning belongs first to animals. Wet wool brushes your wrists as you lift the saddle blanket and shake out yesterday's dust. You check girth straps, breastband and bit with stiff fingers. Your horse turns one eye toward you, then lowers its head for grain. A careless knot can throw you dead before noon. Iron from a forge drifts from a smith's wagon, where a bent man heats arrowheads in a shallow charcoal pan. You carry your quiver there and trade 2 snapped shafts for 3 straight ones. He tests each point with his thumbnail. Nothing leaves his hand soft. The bite of leather thongs marks your palm as you string your composite bow. Wood, horn, and sinew bend under your knee. You rub grease into the string and slide the bow into its case at your saddle. Another rider checks his long lasso and short sea axe. You chew dried meat and a hard heel of millet bread while rubbing your horse down with a handful of grass. A skin of fermented mare's milk passes between riders, sour on the tongue. Your captain walks the line, tapping saddles, glancing at hooves, saying little because little is needed. Dung fires smoke low across the camp as tribute carts stand near the chief's enclosure. Bolts of cloth, bronze vessels, and sacks of grain lie under watch. You keep your eyes lowered there. Men who ride for Attila eat because others have already been made afraid. You hear the unanswered name when a gray-bearded rider calls for his brother across the horse lines. No voice returns. Only bits clink and a colt squeals at the picket rope. Men vanish in raids, in river crossings, in fever. By dawn, camp has usually swallowed the place they slept. The master's eye is never far, even when Attila himself is elsewhere among the chiefs. A lesser captain can still notice a frayed strap, a dull blade, a horse left thirsty. Shame travels faster than a rider here. Punishment seldom needs many words. You watch the kestrel circling at dawn above the eastern grass and feel your stomach harden. Some riders spit for luck. One ties a scrap of red cloth tighter around his wrist. You touch the little bronze amulet at your neck and murmur to the old powers of sky and road. By mid-morning, a messenger rides in, lathered horse, and leaps down before the command fire. Men stop currying, stop chewing, stop talking. You see his chest pumping under his coat of scales. He kneels, speaks low, and your captain turns at once to gather riders. Salt and tar cling to the captured Roman wagon beside the command fire. Strange smells from river roads far west. Upon its boards lies a bound chest and a blood-marked spear. You are ordered to mount. No one explains whether the news is tribute withheld or scouts lost. You hear only a single sandal on stone from a captive priest, brought forward to bless the road in his own tongue. He stands on a flat slab taken from some broken town. His hands shake. Your captain laughs once, sharp and brief, then sends him away unharmed. The weight of your lance settles into your thigh as you ride out through the camp edge. Wagons open before you. Dogs scatter. Behind, women stand with bowls and blankets in their arms, watching in silence. Ahead, the plain lies yellow-gray and wide enough to hide any trouble. The river's slow current appears by noon, dull under a white sky. You water the horses one string at a time and keep your bow high from the mud. Flies gather at the banks. Tracks show fresh passage. Hoof prints, mule prints, wheel ruts cutting west. Fish gut stinks from a leather sack slung on a scout's saddle. Bait saved for lines by the reeds. He crouches and studies the ground while you hold the horses. The trail is not raiders. It is envoys, heavy and slow. Relief comes, but it never comes clean. You ride on in a longer line, easier now, though nobody loosens gear. The sun warms your shoulders. Dust rises from the horses ahead and powders your lips. A rider beside you hums under his breath and checks the fletching of an arrow again and again. Copper flashes from fittings on a wagon, finally found near a willow stand. Men around it lift open hands before you come within bowshot. They have cloth-wrapped tribute, 2 servants, and a chest of silver plate. Your captain counts faces first. Goods can lie, numbers usually do not. By evening, the camp receives you back. Tallow lamps begin to glow inside richer tents, while common fires spit and settle outside. You unsling your bow, wipe dust from the horn belly, and hang the quiver near your bedding. The horse gets water before you do. The smell of the ox in the field drifts from a slaughter pen beyond the wagons, where butchers work with short knives under flies. Your portion is boiled meat with onions and coarse grain. You squat near your kin circle and eat from a wooden bowl with greasy fingers. A priest chant rises somewhere deeper in camp, low and steady, while darkness thickens between the yurts. You mend a seam in your glove with bone needle and sinew thread. An older rider oils a sword and says the envoys look too calm to trust. Frankincense burns faintly from plundered resin cast onto a chief's brazier, mingling oddly with horse, broth, and trampled grass. You lie back beneath felt, boots beside your blanket, bow within reach. Outside, the herds shift in the dark, and harness rings softly. Which detail would have broken you first?